Okay, Marco, this is video 2. So anyways, getting back to targeting actual books out there that are selling good or bad, it's you could put the keyword or the titles in there, that's fine, but you can also target by their ISBN numbers or the author names. But that's not something we want to do because we're doing keyword targeting. Amazon has a whole different type of ad for that called product targeting. That's where we could set up a separate ad, a split test, and do it by author, category, brand name, or the actual book product ISBN number. So the one keyword, just to move forward here, I'm going to take a keyword out of this list. The chakras, let's do that one. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and add all these keywords now at a default bid of 39 cents cost per click. That one was already in there, so that's why I didn't add it. Alright, so as you see, when you do custom bid, 39 cents, they all go in there at that bid. Now, this is the easier way to do it. Had we done the suggested bids, it would have put them all in here like this. Different rate, $1.20. See, this one's $1.26. These are all based on competitor bids. Amazon's not really pulling these numbers out of thin air. That just gives you an example of what other publishers are willing to pay for their clicks, not sales, clicks. The clicks may or may not lead to sales. Now, some of these I'm going to increase. So my book is called Chakra for Beginners, so I'm going to go ahead and up this to 55 cents. I'll get some sales from that. Not every day, maybe only a couple times a week. Once again, you gotta remember, my book is not that great. It is a ghost-written book. It's got a great title and a great cover, and that's why people buy it. And the information's good. It's not great. So yeah. So anyways, let's see. I'm going to keep probably most of these the same. 39 cents is a good middle-of-the-road number here. I'm only going to do these keywords. These are where the most buyers are going to be coming through a gateway of keywords such as this. Maybe not so much that. We'll lower that to 25 cents. This one too, we're going to lower this to 0.24 cents, just because I don't have anything about vagus nerve in there, but they are related, and I do have a vagus nerve book. But and then the yoga too, I'm gonna lower that to 0.22 because there's really nothing about yoga in my book, but it's still compatible. All right, we got down only and the $25 bill. Okay, so that I just wanted to show you how to do the manual keyword targeting if you do it yourself, or you could do Amazon suggested bids, or you can use this software program, or you can get ideas by going to the Amazon shopping website and typing in your keyword and seeing what auto-populates before you finish typing in the whole statement. Let's do product targeting. Let's say we don't want to do keywords, we just want to target our book by what other books are selling. You can do it by categories or individual products. So if you go back to the Amazon shopping page, okay. So let's go to books, type in chakra book. Type in chakra for beginners. I'm just curious to see if my book shows up anywhere on the first page. Organically, that is. And it does not appear to be. It's not a great book, but it does sell. I have more reviews than most of these people here, except them. But this, I got more reviews. I mean, these are ads. These people are, they have ads out there. Um, Here I am. All right, so I'm on the second page. I got 60 reviews. Most of the 67% are positive or 5-star. By the way, you can use this cover for ebook as long as it's 6x9 JPEG format. You could do that 3-dimensional cover I sent you to. You can remove the background at background remover on the web. It's free, and then put a white background in there so it looks like that. Yeah, so there I am right there organically. Not bad. I mean, you know, second page isn't that bad. But look how many books there are on chakras. That's how flooded Amazon's getting. And look, somebody copied my, well, this person has 3,000 reviews. Maybe I copied her. I don't remember. I probably copied her. This is obviously an expert on the field. They hand wrote their book like you did. This is where you'll be, because you have a quality book you hand wrote that's unique, that can serve a broad-based market, but there really is no niche. So you can get you can get to a level like this because your book is something that a broad range of people wouldn't mind having or reading. Okay, so these are all books I want to target, especially the ones on page 1. So here's who shows up first. The bestseller, Chakra Healing by Margarita Alcantara. So I'm going to go by individual products here, and this is what, once again, this applies here. Amazon suggests stuff. Well, yeah, they're way off here. Jams and jellies, I don't think so. You're going to want to do search, or you can enter list or upload. So I'm going to search the title. What was it? Chakra for beginners. No, chakra healing. Okay, so there they are. 27,000 reviews this book has. That is a lot of reviews. That's how popular Chakra is. Very interesting. Kind of makes me want to ghostwrite a couple more cheap books. But anyways, so you just add it. Now, the same thing applies. You want to do their suggested bid. You want to do custom bid. Well, it looks like people are... I'm only going to do a couple books here, so I don't need to do a wild card. We'll just leave it at suggested, then I'll auto adjust it, because I'm only going to put like 2 or 3 books in here. You don't have to do that many books. If 27,000 people have given a review, that means over couple 100,000 people have bought this book. It's like extremely popular. So just having my book show up, 0.01% of the time next to this book on here is going to give me possibly $100 in sales per month at a cost of maybe $10. So I don't know if that makes sense to you, but you'll get it as you move on, because you're going to have to do these ads for your book, because you don't have, you'll never be able to scale up by just putting it on the organic search. I mean, people aren't searching for Fix Your Toxic Home up here. Just people that know you and that read about you in emails and stuff. So let's go ahead and add. Remember, we want to do paperback. That's where all the money is. So I don't know why there's 2 versions here. That's interesting. Huh. Well, I guess we'll add both of them. What the heck? Why not? They're both the same price. 7. Well, no, one's 9 and one's 7. Why is that? Let's see. So Kindle. Oh, well, okay. They got their Kindle almost as much as their paperback. Their hardcover is where they're making all their money. Yeah, and Audible, I'm sure they're making a fortune on that. Believe me, most of the people, I guarantee, are buying the audio book. We don't want Kindle, so we're going to remove Kindle. That was the $7.99 one. Where is it? IS 8187. That's this one. All right. So this is the paperback. So we want to target that. Let's see what else we got in here. Who else is that number? Top of the line here. Well, here's one, a paperback that's selling pretty good. Chakra for Beginners by Michael Williams. Well, let's see where he's at. Is he in here? Oh, no. Chakra for Beginners. Michael Williams. Is that it? Yeah, no, that's not it. We're looking for this Michael Williams guy's paperback. There it is. Yep. If you click that, it opens up the page. So we're going to add him. Now, look how cheaper it is for his book. That means it's less popular, really, is all that means. But I'll be willing to pay 35 cents for someone that searched for him, clicked on his link, but might be interested in my book. Yeah, I'm going to leave that alone. And that was a paperback, too. However, on the first one that had the 27,000 reviews, I am going to lower that bid because that's too expensive for me. I am not that rich to afford that. We're going to go to 45 cents. And the reason why, because I know there's going to be days where this will drop down. There'll be less competition, and I can get a couple sales at a very high profit margin per unit, that is. The biggest key factor that's going to let you know whether or not you're making money with your ads is your ad cost of sale, your ACOS. So whatever you're spending to get a sale. So if I'm only spending 10% money of the sale amount, I'm making money. You can go up you'll make money up to about 50, 60% ad cost of sale. Anything over 60%, you're losing money. So you want to keep that in mind. 10 to 20% is the sweet profit spot where you're going to do very well if you scale it up. So that's how you target. Now you could do the same thing with your book by finding other similar books that are selling. So like, let's say we want to do, I don't remember the name of your guys. What's your competitor? What was the name of his book? Toxic Home, I think you said. There, all right. Yeah, Toxic Home, Conscious Home. So let's say you wanted to target them. You type in Toxic Home, Conscious Home. See what pops up. There it is. You would click that, and very, very low cost per click. There's your book right there. $15.99 for your Kindle version. You don't even have a suggested bid range. So yeah, I would target this book. It's got 44 reviews, not bad. You have 13. 13 is a good start. Gets the algorithm greased. So you would click that, add it, and then I would do like 22 to 25 cents cost per click, because the starting range is at 28. It means that not many people there's not much competition for that book, basically. Alright, so that's how you do product targeting. I'm going to do this instead of the keyword. I just haven't done one in a while. And remember, we're doing manual. Now let me show you if we do an automatic targeting, which I suggest you not do, but maybe starting off, it's something you could do to grease the algorithm. So let's click this, and that's going to change everything, obviously. So with automatic targeting, you set the default bid for anything because it's going to be super general. I'm going to set that really low because I don't know what kind of keywords Google or Amazon's going to come up with. So I'm going to do like 27 cents. Actually, I'll do 31 cents. All right. They're saying, hey, we really want you to start at 40 cents per click based on what we know about your book and what people are paying for chocolate-related stuff. Well, okay, thanks, Amazon. That's helpful, but it gives me a better starting point of what to be more conservative about. I'm not doing any negative product or keyword target. So, like negative product targeting, that's if there's a product where you do not want your book to show up next to. Down only, dynamic down only, and then that's it. Then you set your daily budget. And then Amazon goes out there and does its own thing with its own keywords to try to find people for your books. So it's like super simple. I mean, you could put a budget in here, like let's say 0.85 cents. Okay, they're suggesting a cap of 68, but they're not going to refuse your money. I'm going to go over 85 cents. This will give me a ton of clicks really fast. Just kind of give me some data. Kind of see where the searches are coming from. You could use this to blow some money, like $100. Put this at $100 a day, just for one day. Let's say you want the campaign. We'll shut it off tomorrow. Put it for the 25th, or whoops, not September. March 25th. Probably midnight. United States, 100, not 1,000. Say you're willing to blow $100 to get some data. So they'll go out there and they'll burn your budget, but it will show you which keywords might produce the best conversion in sales for you, because in the analytics of the ad, it shows you where your sale came from, what keyword, what people typed. Which that's the valuable information you want to get from these campaigns. Once you see which keywords are producing sales for you, you simply bid more money on your bid, your cost per click for that particular keyword, and that'll increase your sales as long as the little trend is lasting. The trends, by the way, they never last. They come and go. So you're constantly having to re-optimize. But there is a way to set all this into an automatic mode, so you don't have to load in. You only have to log in here like once a month. For one thing, you're going to have your budget set, so you're not going to spend more than a certain amount of money. For another thing, you're going to have a general. I would just set all your keyword cost per click bids at the lowest possible prices you're willing, the maximum you're willing to spend. In the dynamic down only mode, and that way you have an expectation on what's going to happen with your ads. The key number is this here. So as long as this is at 25, you'll never exceed $25 a day. And let's say you only want to spend $100 a month, so you simply divide 100 by 30, and what is that? $7 a day. I think you can do. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, so no, I'm sorry. $3 a day would be about $100. Maybe $3.25. Can you do that? So this would be about $100 a month. However, I'm going to tell you right now, it won't work out because I never tried this. I don't think it'll work, but Amazon looks at this number, and not Amazon, the algorithm looks at your daily budget and decides who's going to get priority placement. So if they see like $50 in here, your ad's going to go first than someone that's got $3 in here. Once again, Amazon's a money-making enterprise. They're not looking to work with people that, they will, if spending $3 a day, they'll work with you. Like Facebook. Facebook is the best network to spend $1 a day. They'll serve your ad to about 100 to 300 people a day for only $1. That's how many people will see your ad. See it, not click on it. You don't know if they'll click on it. It depends on how good your headline is and your image. By the way, getting back to ads, these book covers and titles, they're like mini ads. Yeah, they're books, but this is really an ad. This is a display ad. This book cover is a display ad. This is marketing and copywriting 101. The better your headline is and the better your image, your book image is, the better your conversions will be, the better your click-through rate, the higher your click-through rate will be. Remember I was telling you about the back of your books, how they don't look right? This is how the back of your book should look. You need the title, the introductory, create excitement paragraph, your bullet point list, and then the call to action, and then the about the author blurb. This is how yours needs to be set up. Yours does not look like this. Even though you change it, it looks all messed up like a cartoon page. Don't take offense to that, please. It just has the fonts are still messed up. They're not spaced correctly. They're not in the correct, what do you call it? The correct size or style. You need to use Times New Roman or some. There's only like 5 basic fonts that are being used with books, you know, the sans serif, the Tahoma, Times New Roman, Georgia, I forget the other ones. One thing this guy didn't do right though is he's got a block here. But you know what? Books that Amazon refreshes these pages, and every time they do it, they put everyone's book description back into a block like this. And you got to go in and refix it. So it's not his fault. He's probably had this book on there for a while. When did he release it? It should show. Yeah, this has been on here for 6 years. So he probably doesn't even know it looks like this. But when he put this up here, I guarantee you it didn't look like this. It was all nice and neat and formatted right. That's how his Kindle looks. See, his Kindle's, yeah. See, Amazon refreshes the whole network every 1 or 2 years. And you got to come back in here and set all this up again. Like this here should be bold. Should be a space between here and here. It's just not easy to read this. And you know that's because he launched this book back then. And he's not even charging that much money for his paperback. That's kind of weird. He has no Audible either. Why is that? See, this is crazy. He's missing out on so much money. People don't have time to read 290 pages. I assure you they do not. Most do not. The Audible will garner much more sales. This guy's a doctor too. This is his author page. You need this page. I think you have it, don't you? All authors are allowed to set up one for free. I got I think 5 of them. Let's see what his website says. Okay, at least his website is kind of working. He's got a broken link up here. Talks about the 5G radiation. A lot of people interested in that stuff. That's what you should write a book about. Now there's a niche for this kind of stuff. It's called the prepper niche, and it is vast. You can make a fortune off that niche. Oh, you know what? There you go. I just thought of it. The prepper. That's a niche that your book might work in. Is preppers. And I have a book out there on that. Let me see if I could find it. Anyways, okay, so I think you got a good idea on how to start your first ad. Now, really quick, I want to show you a custom text ad. Everything we've been doing is standard. Now let's do custom text. So let's see if I can find my prepper book. Of course, this thing doesn't work. I know I have it in here. It's not showing up. We gotta look for it manually. Or I could just do this. Yeah, I don't want to save that. I'm not launching that chakra ad actually. So go back to your KDP page. Since I have so many books, and I don't know why they're not showing in that thing. Here's my prepper book. I don't have a paperback version of it. I forgot to make the paperback. But I have Audible and Kindle. So promote it. We're going to do an ad on it. Run an ad campaign for .com, which is US. All right. So I never really optimized this book. I got 4 reviews, organic. I just kind of threw it out there and forgot about it. But really, this is a huge niche. This is like something where your book might fall in. I think it might do well in the prepper niche. That's kind of like where this Rob Brown's at. He's in a prepper niche. You look at his website, once again, this 5G radiation is a lot of conspiracy theorists and prepper people love talking about that stuff. EMF radiation. Look at this. Yeah, so this guy, apparently he's been on TV. Look, he even has, see, this is stuff you can get from a press release. Networks will pick up the press release and ask you to come in for an interview, whether it be a radio, podcast, or video. That's what this guy did, and looks like he's doing some interview here in Florida. So look, he's doing a lot of stuff you want to do. Look at all this. I would follow this guy's, blaze your own trail, but kind of use this as an example where you can go with your books. I think that, for one thing, I know people are making big money in these fields, but this is where you could kind of warehouse yourself in a niche, because right now you're kind of free-floating. Kind of like start talking and writing about this stuff. I think you like this stuff anyways, and your Toxic Home book is a great start. The waterproofing one is great for real estate people, realtors, home buyers. That's an obvious niche right there. Okay, getting back to before this, I've been burning out my buffer memory, so my camera might stop working all of a sudden. So you want to do a custom tag. All this means is that Amazon's allowing you to write a little classified ad next to your ad as well. So let's do, just to keep it simple, we're going to do automatic. I don't want, you already know how to pick keywords, but just to get to the gist of this thing, we'll bypass the keyword thing. Let Amazon pick its own keywords. So we'll do automatic targeting, default bid. Let's do 25 cents. Yes, I know that. We had to put a fixed budget in, working on it down here. So do $25 a day. Dynamic down only, unless you're willing to spend money and you don't care. You can do up or down. So this is what the ad looks like. This is your creative. Now this is where you come up with something that's going to really entice a potential buyer to take action. You got to use classic headlines that work. So discover the secrets to surviving any adverse environment. So when your ad pops up on somewhere on Amazon, it's going to look like this. And once again, this is why you need more reviews, because they show, people see that. They're going to see your book title is your headline, but this is your little classified ad. It's got to have enticing sub-headline in it. So once again, I cannot reiterate. Your book cover, the image is like a display ad, and the book title, which needs to be the key word, is your headline. So the more your book title looks like a headline, an ad headline, the more it will convert. People buy headlines. They generally don't buy books. On Amazon, they're buying headlines. That's why I was trying to tell you how important having the keyword of your niche in your headline. That's why that book I have, Chakra for Beginners, that's a headline. Chakra for Beginners. One, it's people are searching for it. See? Chakra healing too. So I made the book title the headline, an actual headline. Because all these really are banner ads. Yeah, they're books, but they're banner ads. Look, everything's moved online now. This isn't a bookstore. This is not a bookstore. This is one big, huge ad catalog. That's all this is. Half the time, people will not even read these books. They're going to order them. They're going to stuff them in their device. And they may or may not read it. This is how it is. These titles are ad headlines. Okay? It's like going through a newspaper, the classified section. Which headline sticks out the most? Which image looks the most enticing? That looks cool. I bet this gets a lot of clicks. Yeah, it sure does. 2,100 reviews. That's a lot of reviews. Actually has a series of books. That's kind of cool. So is that. There's mine. Mine's, You can tell I didn't put much effort into it. I still got a good cover though. I got 60 reviews, which isn't bad for not doing jack shit with it. Oh, and let me show you my paperback version again. So here's the paperback version. Let me show you the back cover. See? This isn't that great, but look at the format of the letters. Look how much I fit on there versus compared to your book. Your fonts are way too big. They're too cartoonish looking. In other words, the wrong font style. But I just get a lot more in here. I don't have the author blurb because I made this book a long time ago, 2019, so almost 5 years ago. All right, so getting back to this. So yeah, you want to put something in here enticing, like revealed are the secret, revealed are the secret chemicals in your house that kill. Well, no, you can't, don't do kill. Amazon will flag that. Chemicals in your house that reduce life expectancy. So, all right, reviewed in this book. So these are classic headline attention-getting words: revealed, discover, secret, free. You know, you can Google online to get ideas like top 100 book headlines. No, we don't want that. Top 100 headlines examples, not books. Don't see here. This is what I'm talking about right here. 100 of the great. I was trying to tell you to look for something like this. These have proven to sell. They've worked over and over. They just work. So discover the fortune. So you kind of like take examples out of here. And you can apply them to your headlines or even your books, your book titles. Like I could put in here, discover chakras or secret chakras, the secrets of the chakras revealed. You know, that's in here. So, yeah, you want to do that. Revealed in this book are, I'm talking about your Fix Your Toxic Home book, not my prepper book. So you would put like, revealed in this book are the secret chemicals in your house that reduce life expectancy. You could put something like that. That's going to interest the reader. If I read that, I'd be like, oh, wow, I kind of really want to know what those chemicals are, you know, because it kind of piques your interest. and then maybe something like that might work. So that's how you do a text ad. Alright, so that's it. Now you should be able to get started on your own ad campaign. You're going to have to set up, when you go to your KDP account, let's get back to my... So when you click marketing, you may have to set up a marketing account. You may not be, because it's kind of separate. It's part of your same login, but it's like a separate area. And they're going to ask you for your credit card up here at your account. Of course, they got to do all this authentication stuff. 089. Oh wow! So yeah, when you get into your account, this is where you set everything up. I got a corporation set up. I recommend you do the same thing if you got an LLC out there, and just you gotta do a tax interview. It takes like 5 minutes online. You gotta fill all this out, and you do that by going to marketing. From your KDP panel, go to marketing and then your account, set it up. You gotta make sure you have a valid credit card in there. Getting paid, tax information. Where is that? It's here, right down here. It'll. I don't want to show you mine. Well, you ain't gonna. Anyways, you add it down here, and then you have to give them their tax info so they can issue a 1099. Or you could just make a personal account and avoid some of the stuff here. But I always recommend the LLC way because, you can get sued writing books. If you don't have the proper disclaimers in your books, you can get sued. Happens all the time. All right, Marco, that's about 2 hours of video, I think. Hope this has helped. And I'm going to make some new ones on other variations of the ads that you can do. All right, man, take care.